Steelers have inked yet another wide receiver in free agency. Earlier, they inked Scotty Miller, depth piece at wide receiver. Now they're inking yet another one here in Ben Skowronek. Of course, Skowronek, one of the best special teams players in all of football, is a great contributor as a run blocker as well from the wide receiver position. And as the Pittsburgh Steelers begin to fill out their wide receiver depth for the 2025 season, I think this is a really good move for the black and gold. Before we break down this move, and why I'm a big fan of Ben Skowronek being brought back to the Pittsburgh Steelers here, make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We still don't have an answer as far as Aaron Rodgers goes. What's he's going to do? Is he going to go to the Minnesota Vikings? Is he going to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is he going to sign with the New York Football Giants? We still don't know. Aaron Rodgers is still thinking about it. But whenever he makes a decision, we will go live. Whether he's signing with the Steelers or anybody else, we will go live on this channel to break down the ramifications and what it means for the Steelers in 2025. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button so that whenever we get that news, you guys know you have a place to be. Okay, so let's talk about Ben Skowronek here. Last year, he was a little bit of a contributor. He was more of a early down kind of run blocking specialist at wide receiver. He had 5 catches for 69 yards. Did not have a touchdown, but he did average 13.8 yards over those 5 receptions. And, Ben Skowronek is the type of guy that's going to do the dirty work, all right? He's going to do all the blocking stuff on early downs. He's going to be a depth piece. This is not somebody that you can expect, in the starting rotation for the Pittsburgh Steelers or to lead this team in receiving in 2025 or any year. But, Arthur Smith, as we know, really does value these types of players that are great blockers, that are great teammates, that are great locker room guys. And then, of course, Mike Tomlin appreciates and Danny Smith appreciate these great special teams players. The Pittsburgh Steelers are an organization that really values special teams play. They really put an emphasis on the third phase of the game that a lot of people forget about, but year in and year out, Danny Smith and the Pittsburgh Steelers make impact plays on that phase of the game and during special teams because they have these players capable of making these big-time plays. And Skowronek is one of those players. He's a bigger body. I actually don't think he's that bad of a wide receiver, especially somebody on early downs, play action type of stuff on flood concepts. He can still get open. He can, he's got reliable hands. He's not, going to be going out there one-on-one against the best corners in football and absolutely breaking their knees or anything in terms of his route running. But, he is certainly somebody that is a great contributor. He's a great teammate. He's willing to do a lot of the stuff that you need in order to have a successful football team, good special teams, good run blocking, especially on early downs. We know that the Pittsburgh Steelers really do prioritize the run game, and with Kyle Juszczyk in the building today, potentially signing Kyle Juszczyk to a contract. We'll keep you guys updated on his status as his visit with the Pittsburgh Steelers continues on today. It certainly seems like the Steelers mean what they say when they say that they're going to be very, very much diving into the run game in 2025, and they're going to try to go from one of the worst run games in 2024 to one of the best run games in 2025. And if they're successful in doing that, they are going to become a much better offense moving forward, and it's going to raise the ceiling as to just how far this team can go in years to come. So grade the signing for me down there in the comment section. Ben Skowronek, because we didn't do a video on Scotty Miller earlier, you guys can also grade the signing of Scotty Miller as well. A, B, C, D, or F. For me personally, I'm going to give the signing of Ben Skowronek a B, just because, it's not going to be crazy, but for what it is, it's a really good signing. Great contributor, special teams, blocking. Those are things that you need to have a successful football team. So this will be the pinned comment on today's show. Let me know your guys' grade for this signing down there in the comment section while we talk about our sponsor here, which today it is PrizePicks. Guys, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action all on your phone. You can download the PrizePicks app for free today to get some action on football, on basketball, on hockey, on baseball, and even stock car racing. So join over 10 million members and sign up today. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday, For every Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. You guys can see here that this is a PrizePicks projection where you can pick 2 to 6 player stat projections, and then you can pick more than or less than. There it is once again, guys. In this projection here, this is what it would look like. We're taking the more on points, rebounds, and assists for Luka Doncic and the less for points, rebounds, assists for Giannis Antetokounmpo. If I would get both of these right, then I would win some money with PrizePicks. If I did a flex play, if I got one of them right, I would also win some money with PrizePicks. So download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup when you download the PrizePicks app today. PrizePicks, run your game. Just kind of recapping all the moves that the Steelers have made in free agency to this point. They traded a second-round pick on Sunday in exchange for star wide receiver DK Metcalf. They have agreed to a 5-year contract worth $150 million, and he ended up signing his contract today. So there is Mr. DK signing his new deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome to the squad. Mr. Metcalf, that is a big smile on that man's face right there. He's happy to be in Pittsburgh for at least the next half decade. Also, Jaylen Warren, the Steelers bringing him back on the second-year tender. He was a restricted free agent this year, but really doubt anyone's going to give up their second-round pick to give Jaylen Warren 1-year, $5.346 million deal. Darius Slay also signed his contract today with the Pittsburgh Steelers. As I'm recording this, he's actually doing his introductory press conference with the media, and Mike Tomlin is is looking on very proudly right now. Let's put it that way. So Darius Slay, great value, 1-year, $10 million deal, which is fully guaranteed. He told the media that Patrick Peterson, Joe Hayden, some of the older corners that they have brought in, had great things to say about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, so that's great. They also brought in Malik Harrison, another special teams player and rotational inside linebacker. Kenneth Gainwell, who said today during his press conference that we can call him Kenny G, so that's nice. You know, bringing a little bit of the peaceful music to the Pittsburgh Steelers faithful here. Hopefully Kenny can do some good stuff here in Pittsburgh as the new RB3. Brandon Echols is a good depth piece at corner. Also talked with the media earlier today and signed his contract. Mason Rudolph is officially back. We learned that this morning, 2 years, $8 million deal, really affordable, and even a lot of Steelers fans want Mason Rudolph to be this team's QB1 over Aaron Rodgers at this point. I think if, at this point, the Steelers definitely still want Rodgers, but Rudolph is definitely somebody that's beloved by this franchise, so it's nice to see him back in a backup role. And then Scotty Miller earlier today as well, a 1-year deal. Still trying to figure out the details on him. And then also Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, is currently visiting with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll keep you guys updated on if he ends up signing. It would be nice to add that fullback piece to this offense. So some updated team needs here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They still need to get their quarterback. Now, whether that's Aaron Rodgers or whether they have to go to a plan C, D, F, whatever plan this is now for the Pittsburgh Steelers after the Aaron Rodgers thing, if he doesn't decide to come here, we'll see what ends up happening. Personally, I think if you don't get Rodgers, just draft a quarterback to go along with Mason Rudolph. That's probably the plan I would go with the remaining options available in NFL free agency or via trade. They also need to get another running back. I expect them to spend an early draft pick on a running back, whether that's in first round or second round. They also need to get a starting defensive tackle after letting go of Larry Ogunjobi earlier in the week. And then they also need somebody to come in and be a rotational piece along the defensive line. So they still need to get 2 defensive tackles, and they still need to figure out the slot cornerback spot. Are they going to keep Beanie Bishop Jr. in that spot? Are they going to bring back Mike Hilton? Like, what's the plan at nickel corner? They still need to figure that piece out as well. So let me know down there in the comment section, who should the Pittsburgh Steelers sign next? I would love for it to be Aaron Rodgers, but we'll see what ends up happening. Could be Kyle Juszczyk. He is in the building today, maybe getting some medical situation kind of figured out here, and then maybe, just maybe, he will become a Pittsburgh Steeler, and that would be a signing that would be pretty juicy. You get the joke there, producer Coop. Juszczyk, juicy. Okay, terrible joke, I know. But click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate your guys' support. If they bring in Kyle Juszczyk or Aaron Rodgers by the end of the day, we will get you guys a video. If it's Rodgers, we will go live for that show. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Really do appreciate all of your support. And until next time, guys, here we go, Steelers.